This week in the garden, we are checking in on our root vegetables. They are some of my favorite things to grow through the wintertime. They're cold hardy, but they can also very often survive extreme cold here in the Carolinas. Even though the top of the plant, the greens, may get nipped or died in severe cold weather, the main part of the plant, the part that we care about, the root, usually survives. And we kind of got that here in the Carolinas. In December, we had that cold snap where here at the News 13 garden, we had temperatures in the teens for 2 nights straight that did do a little bit of damage, but some of our other root vegetables are still doing very well. We planted these back in the fall, in August into September, and now is about the time where you want to check in on them, harvest them if you want to, or just see how they're growing. I've got in my garden turnip, beets, carrots. I can also grow parsnips. And of my vegetables, the turnip is the only one that's really looking very good. Turnips are easy to grow and to check to see when they're ready because half of the plant is above ground. And I like to harvest turnips when they're about the size of a tennis ball. So this one right here, perhaps it's a little bit too small, but that's still good enough. I'll still be able to enjoy that. The other ones, I'll let them grow a little bit longer. Now my beets take a little bit longer to grow. I did have some cold damage with my beets back in December, and the greens were nipped off of them, but notice that they are all starting to grow back. This is all new growth. The root underneath survived the cold weather. So none of these are ready to harvest, but I'm going to continue to watch them as we head into late winter into spring, and then harvest them once they get growing a little bit later. And finally, my carrots. I like to grow a lot of carrots in the wintertime. My fall carrots that I planted in August and September, those are long gone, but I did plant some in October and they are growing nicely. I can tell just by looking at these that these are not ready to harvest. The greens have to be about 1 foot or 1.5 feet tall. So these will be ready in another couple of months. If you, like me, don't have a lot of roots in the garden and want more, we are going to start planting our root vegetables at the end of January and beginning of February if the weather cooperates and it doesn't get too cold.